Command the nation. Stand up, young. Hey, DQ been handing out compliments all off season long, son. If it ain't the offense, it's the secondary, it's the special teams. He is praising the work being done up and down and across this roster, and I salute that man. But then he said something about Sonny Styles, and that made me stop for a second. I was like, hold up. Because DQ did not just say the rookie was having a good camp. He didn't just say the normal shit. We like what we seeing, and he's working hard, he's learning. Nah. DQ compared that man's demeanor and command on the field to Jayden Daniels. And we all know what Jayden Daniels was his rookie season. You know what I'm saying? We all know what Jayden Daniels was his rookie season. And before anybody asks, I know we covered the defense already. You know what I'm saying? But we got to keep talking about this squad because, you know, this defense is really what's going to keep the engine going for this team. And you got Daronte Jones. He the machine, the multiple fronts, the pressure packages, the disguise, the movement. But today we talking about the communication, the checks, the alignment, the leadership. Who actually operates the defense when the coordinator himself cannot walk onto that field and make the adjustments himself? Hey, fam, that's a completely different conversation. Now, I know what some of y'all gonna think, young. Hey, young, it's June. This coach speak, it's a lot of hype, you know what I'm saying, around the top 10 pick. I hear you, son. I'm believing the hype. You should too. You know what I'm saying? Because something happening here, man. Something happening here. And this is, look, we're going to cover it all. But this is Gerard B TV. I'm your host, Gerard B. And today, you know what we doing, Command Nation. We breaking down exactly why DQ made that comparison to JD. And why Sonny Styles could become the voice of this defense much faster than anybody expected. Let's get right into it, son. Hey, now, before we get into all the play calling and Jayden Daniels comparison and all that, right? Let's establish why we talking about Sonny Styles, man. 7th overall pick. That's not a developmental late round pick. You seen the Jordan McGee interview with JP Finley. You seen the reverence that man was speaking about Sonny Styles. Adam Peters looked at the entire board and decided Sonny Styles was the player Washington needed at number 7. Physically, he brings the profile that is difficult to find. I'm talking about the tallest linebacker on our team. That is not a joke, son. 6'5", 33-inch arm. Length that can affect passing lanes, has a size to operate around the box. Yo, the athletic range to move sideline to sideline. Young, there are linebackers who test well, who look athletic in workouts, but young, they not like that when the ball gets snapped. The movement don't match up with the numbers. That is not what people are saying about Sonny Styles. They're saying when he opens up and runs, the range shows. The play stretches outside. He has the ability to travel with it, son. When the offense tries to create space, he has the physical tools to close that space. And there is another layer to his background. His Father's Day coming up. Shout out to all the dads. Lorenzo Styles played linebacker in the NFL, and he won a Super Bowl with the Rams. So Sonny did not grow up learning football from television like most of us, or from the stands. Privilege. He grew up around someone who already understood the NFL preparation. That's important. That's pedigree. NFL physicality, NFL expectations. That does not guarantee success. Does not. But it helps explains why this rookie appears way more comfortable carrying this responsibility early. And when Sonny describes his own personality, he talks about being even keeled, even when he's away from the action, son. So, but when the ball is kicked though, son's like he tap into something different. He a whole violent human being. And that's what you want from your linebackers, man. He said he becomes excited, calm until it's time to go. He said that switch flips, you know what I'm saying? Who that sound like? Who that sound like, young? Because that brings us directly to what DQ says, huh? What did DQ say? And let me be precise here, because I don't want anybody saying we stretching DQ words. DQ did not say Sonny Styles plays linebacker the way Jayden Daniels plays quarterback. That is not what he said. I don't want you to have that juxtaposition. But he did say that Sonny Styles has He also did not say that Sonny Styles has not reached the Jayden Daniels level. That's clear as day, right? He compared their demeanor and their command. That's very important. And if you heard Jayden Daniels today, or when you ever listen to this joint, if you check this interview out, you know that man was talking about the callous he done built up. So Sonny Styles hasn't had that opportunity yet. Jayden Daniels has. A little different, okay? But DQ describes Sonny as controlled above the surface. That sounds like Jayden Daniels. Calm, even keeled, but capable of turning up his voice and authority when the moment requires it. Why would DQ immediately think of JD? Think about JD Young. You watch before the snap, he is composed, he processing. Remember him in the clutch time? Any clutch time situation? Young, he's performing. He's performing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else panicking. He is performing. But when the call needs to be made, when the protection needs to change, when the offense needs to hear his voice, you know who they hear? Lisan Agayi. The entire offense responds to JD, man. DQ is seeing that same version with Sonny Styles. Not the same position. Obviously not the same career arc right now. The same command trait, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a great comparison to our team name, the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? You got your QB1 on the offense and your QB1 on your defense, both taking command of their teammates. You know what I'm saying? That's great to see, man. That's great to hear. And this is a significant compliment, you know what I'm saying, coming from the coach who watched Jayden Daniels operate every day for the last 3 years. Every day. Now, here's where this quote becomes more than just praise. Sonny Styles has already been taking turns as a primary play caller on defense. The green dot. The green dot. You feel me? Let me pull up the graphic, because the man is already a rookie play caller. A rookie linebacker is not only learning his own responsibilities, he is helping receive and communicate the defensive calls, son. He is helping communicate the front. He's relaying coverage checks. He has to react when the offense sends a player in motion. He is helping get all the defenders aligned on the squad, son. He has to young. I'm loving this. I'm loving this shit right now, because it's reminding me so much of Jayden Daniels, young. You know what I'm saying? Again, that does not mean we gotta officially hand him the green dot week 1. That decision ain't locked in. That's fine. Take your time. You got all summer long. You know, but you do not ask a rookie to take turns, you know what I'm saying, as the primary on-field play caller unless you trust what you're saying. Period, point blank. Most young linebackers enter the league and they ain't even getting that kind of shine. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make sure they know where they supposed to be at. Sonny Styles is already being evaluated on whether or not he can help make sure everybody else knows where they got to be. That's a different level of responsibility in itself. And that is DQ putting weight behind the compliment, Holmes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hey, Commander Nation, real quick, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. On the road to 3K, we trying to get there real soon before the end of the month. Turn notification bells on, young, because I don't want y'all to miss anything. We've been breaking down Commanders roster piece by piece, the offense, the running back competition, the secondary, Daronte Jones and David Blau's different structures. It's all here, son, and we ain't slowing down. Now let's get back to Sonny Styles, because the practice reports are one thing, but what Leo Chenal said, hey, takes this whole conversation to another level, son. So we have discussed what DQ said. Now let's talk about what the practice clips and reports from minicamp is showing. You see Sonny Styles moving sideline to sideline. He's been fitting runs, holding his own against, you know what I'm saying, when asked to be in coverage. Is he perfect? Of course not. But he looks like a rookie learning to play linebacker at the NFL level. Yes, the angles are different. The speed is different. The disguise is different. Every mistake he makes is going to get punished much faster. But the traits Washington drafted are beginning to appear. The range is showing. The communication is showing. The structure is showing. You know what I'm saying? The comfort in the structure is showing. And Styles gave Daronte Jones credit for that. You know what I'm saying? His own press conference, he explained that Daronte Jones, you know what I'm saying, does an excellent job teaching the system and making information easier for players to understand. And that matters because it's a complex defense that they make it very simple. You know what I'm saying? And a complex defense is useless if the players cannot process it quickly enough to play fast. You can draw all the exotic pressures imaginable, but if the linebackers are thinking for 2 seconds after the snap, what's the point? The offense already won. So Daronte Jones' job is to make something complicated for the offense feel hella clear for his own players. Like 1 + 1 = 2, but to them it's 3. You know what I'm saying? And Styles is saying the teaching has allowed the defense to progress quickly. We've heard it a couple times, so that's good to know. That connects directly to the Daronte Jones video because what did we say about Daronte Jones? He is the ultimate teacher. We talked about Jones wanting multiplicity. We talked about the movement, the pressure threats, players who can align in place and finish the snap somewhere else. That system needs a communicator in the middle, Blake Cashman, who understands the full picture, not only his assignment, the front, the coverage, the pressure, the adjustment, the reason the adjustment is being made, okay? Like Leo Chenal has described the defense as being linebacker-friendly, okay? Eyes on the quarterback, flow to the football, match routes, attack space. That right there is the formula, son. The defense is trying to let the linebackers use their eyes, okay, athleticism, instincts, instead of just trapping them inside rigid ass assignments. Now, take that structure and put Sonny Styles inside of it. Super soldier Sonny, with the length, the range, the safety background, the communication responsibility. That is why this fit is so intriguing. NFL let us get a demon. NDQ says Sonny been hitting all his marks that's available for him to hit at this stage. All right, the knowledge, the intensity, the communication. He described the rookie as being to a tremendous start. It's June, son. We ain't handing out trophies, but you can only evaluate the work that's been done. In the areas where Washington can evaluate right now, young Sonny Styles been checking them boxes, son. Now we got to get to Leo. We got to get to Leo because context matters. All right? Context does matter, son. All right? Leo Chenal is not a rookie. He is a veteran. He has played in this league. He has been a part of successful football teams. He understands what an NFL linebacker is supposed to sound like, look like, and prepare like. So when a veteran linebacker starts publicly praising, sorry, y'all, I've been on my yacht. Publicly praising the rookie, and you gotta listen, young. Because Chenal said, and you can understand why Styles was selected top 10. He said Sonny looks the part. You heard it from Jordan McGee as well. You heard it from a few players. Plays the part, sound the part. Now this is the most cool part. You know what I'm saying? Because that's 3 separate evals. The physical profile checks out. The movement on the field checks out. The communication checks out. But Leo went further. He talked about Sonny being early to meetings, staying late at the facility. Who that sound like, dog? Communicated with his teammates, showing maturity, showing that natural leadership. That's veteran validation right there. That's the part that matters the most to me. Because the 7th overall pick is supposed to look talented. He's supposed to be big and fast. He's supposed to move well. That's why he was selected 7th. But the draft position does not automatically give a player command, okay? That's very important. You ain't just giving nothing. You heard Jordan McGee. We ain't giving him nothing. But it does. It does. You know what I'm saying? It does not make veterans listen either. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not prepared, what we doing? You got to earn it. You know what I'm saying? And Chenal is saying that Styles is doing the work required to earn it. That's what you're hearing from his own teammates. He's being asked to communicate it. Most rookies just trying to prove they belong in the team, son. A veteran in that linebacker room is already discussing Sonny Styles' leadership. That is not proof he will become all pro. Let's keep our feet on the ground, Commander Nation. But it is proof that the projection of the person is showing up alongside the projection of the player. We got ourselves one, guys. And when you pair Chenal's physicality and experience with Sonny's length and range and development command, Lord, you add him to Frankie Louv and Jordan McGee, Washington can have some of the most athletic and versatile linebacker in the entire league, son. Listen, we ain't got to leap straight to franchise history in June, but compared to what this defense has lacked in space, this upgrade is obvious. This upgrade is obvious. Now, we got to move on, and let's keep this joint hella balanced, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how I do. This is a major part of the evaluation that has not been completed, the blitzing. Okay? The blitzing. The off-season restrictions have kept the Commanders from fully unleashing Sonny Styles. We know that. We understand what's going on with the off-season program. They can install the assignment, they can work on the timing, they can teach the disguise, but they cannot create a full-speed collision with a 320-pound lineman. You know what I'm saying? Or running back. All right. DQ has acknowledged that Washington still needs to see Sonny unleashed in those situations when the pads come on. That's very important. All right, and that is where the physical ceiling becomes fascinating. You got the tallest linebacker on the team, 33-inch arms with range, acceleration, and the ability to threaten from multiple alignments. Imagine Daronte Jones moving him toward the line. Sonny Styles showing pressure in the A-gap, man. Oh, man, this is so good, man. The Sonny drops in the coverage. Next snap, he gives the same look. Then he got Sonny screaming off the edge. What? Same pre-snap picture. Two completely different answers, son. That's what's going to happen week one. Blitz or drop. That's the stress Daronte Jones wants to create. Sonny becomes that chess piece, fam, forcing the quarterbacks and offensive line to make decisions before the snap. But we have to see it against contact. All right, we got to wait to training camp for real, unfortunately. And then we got to ask questions like, can Sonny defeat a block? Can he maintain his balance? Can he finish when the NFL guard has his hands on him? Can he convert the athleticism he has into pure disruption? Those are the training camp questions. And that's okay. Everything ain't going to be answered in June. We know that. We know that. Okay? Now, as far as what Washington has confirmed so far as football intelligence when it comes to Sonny Styles, you know what I'm saying? The communication, the preparation, the range, the leadership, the scheme comprehension. Then you got to think about what remains to be proven from Sonny. Full speed blitzing, beating NFL blocks, contact balance, live run fits, finishing pressures, pads on consistency. The mind appears ready. He got to be ready for them pads, though. When training camp begins, and I can't wait, son. End of July got hurry up, man. We start finding out the physical ceiling that he can reach. We are not waiting to learn whether he belongs in this conversation. We are waiting to learn how quickly he can turn the promise into production. Now, you know how we do on this channel, Commander Nation. You know how we do. All right. We got to do our bold takes, man. We got to do our bold takes. Let me slide myself a little to the left just so you can read a little bit more of them joints. All right. So take number one, son. Take number one. Let's get it. Let's get it. Sonny Styles is going to take turns as the primary play caller in June. And that's the clearest sign yet that DQ sees him as a centerpiece of the defense. Not necessarily a permanent green dot yet, but absolutely someone being prepared for that level of responsibility. You understand what I'm saying? You underdig me. Take number 2. The Jayden Daniels comparison is not about athletic ability. It is about the command and demeanor. And in the NFL, those traits separate players who know the defense from players who can operate the defense. Think about that for a second. You want me to say it again? And in the NFL, those traits, being able to have command and demeanor, is what separate players who know the defense from players who can operate the defense. That's powerful, bro. Take number 3. All right. By the end of training camp, Sonny Styles will have earned the primary play calling role. Low-hanging fruit. I'm calling it now. Write it down. Write it down. I had to get an easy one in there. Take number 4. Sonny Styles and Leo Chenal have a chance to become one of the most disruptive linebacker combinations that we have had in Washington in over 20 years. The athleticism is there, the physicality is there, the leadership is beginning to show. Now we just got to get to the pads, and that's not happening until July. So we got to pump our brakes a little bit, but if you can't tell, I'm excited, man. All right. So listen, Command the Nation, you know what I'm saying? DQ opened the door with the comparison. Leo Chenal gave us the veteran confirmation. And the practice reports we've been getting are showing Washington's already giving this rookie real responsibility. Sonny Styles is not Jayden Daniels. That was never DQ's point. The point is that Sonny might possess the same innate ability to remain calm, process, you know what I'm saying, and take control when the situation demands it. And if that quality carries into live football during the regular season, hey, young, Washington may have found they QB1 on the defense, young. So drop your hottest takes in the comments, young. Are you buying the defensive JD5 angle? And should Sonny wear the green dot as a rookie? Let me know. Hit that like button, subscribe up if you new, notifications bells on. Hey, hell raise is what we do. Raise hell on me, raise hell on 3, and we out shit. Yes, sir.